Yo, I'm Hunter. Welcome to my very first long-form GeoGuessr video. Today we're going to be playing some country streaks. We're going to be able to see how many countries I can get in a row, and we're going to play no moving, so we only have the 360 panorama around us. And I guess we should just jump right into our first game and see how we can do. Alright, I will be talking through my thought process the whole time as well. I'm nowhere near an expert at this game, but I can give you guys some tips for the things I do know if you are new to the game. So this one right away, I know this is going to be Kazakhstan because of these kind of wooden poles. These square concrete poles are very common in like this area over here, like Eastern Europe / Russia maybe. I can't remember if they're actually in Russia much, but they're mostly in places like Kazakhstan, I think Ukraine, maybe in Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, possibly. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's mostly Eastern Europe. And then with this Google Street View car, like the white pickup truck, combined with that, so the white pickup truck combined with these white, they're called A-frame poles, where they're like this kind of shape. Those two things combined should mean we are basically guaranteed in Kazakhstan. So let's just go for it. First country, nice. All right, so far so good. Let's just see how many we can get in a row. Okay, this next one we got... Okay, first thing I noticed, we got white road lines. We got completely blank white license plates, so we're not in the European Union. We got... Are those wooden poles? I don't know. Okay, this one I'm actually kind of unsure of. See, this is where you guys will see I'm really not that insane at this game sometimes. Like, I bet most pros would probably instantly know this and just be screaming at me like, oh, it's literally this place. But I, on the other hand, do not know. Although, I do have some guesses. Okay, so we got square poles again. I should probably know these pole tops that have this kind of look to them where it kind of looks like a trident. We do have these license plates with... Which, if this is Europe, this is probably going to be Russia with this kind of license plate where there isn't any blue strip on it. If it's all white, okay, let's look at this pole. I think that is a square concrete pole, I think. And then over here, we look at this, we see white brick buildings, which are definitely pretty common in like Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, but this doesn't look like any of those, because these three countries are usually pretty flat. I'm really not too sure what this is, to be honest. This is not the easiest place in the world. Okay. Is there anything else we can get out of this? Is this just Russia? This looks too European to not be Europe. And I mean, we have this antenna too. Okay, we're running out of time. I think we just go Russia. Let's just go Russia and hope. Yes, it was. Nice. All right. That was a close call because I was not positive on that one. Okay, this one, immediately just the vibes of like the mountains and the vegetation. I think this is Japan, but let's just verify real quick. I think this is Japan with this kind of wide blur. This looks like... That looks like Japan. Okay, does that look like a Japanese house? Maybe. Those Japanese houses, no, I don't think this is Japan, actually. I'm not sure what this is, though. Wait, is this a silver car? If this is a silver car, this is gonna be Bhutan. Oh, yes, look at this. You see these cinder blocks that are on the side of the road? These are very common in the country of Bhutan, which, if you guys don't know where that is right over here. If you go northeast of India, right under China, you have Bhutan. So this should be Bhutan. I'm pretty confident of this. Yep. All right, nice. So we are on a country streak of 3 countries now. Let's just see. I think this one... this is actually a tough one. Is that a yellow license plate? That might be a yellow license plate. Yes, it is. And we got Hebrew language as well. You can tell it's Hebrew. If you guys aren't familiar with being able to tell the difference between languages, if you see these kind of... They almost look like boxy letters. Like, a lot of them look like either this or just a lot of like corners on the letters, as you can see, like here, here, you got like 90-degree angles in the letters. These kind of simple characters with lots of 90-degree angles, combined with, you have the yellow outer road lines with white inner road lines. These kind of road lines are mostly in either the Middle East or Southern Africa. So if you see yellow outer lines plus white middle lines, plus this language is going to be the most obvious clue of it being Israel. So I'm pretty confident going Israel here, but even if you didn't have the language, you would tell by the yellow road lines on the outside, white on the middle, combined with the yellow license plate. Yellow license plates are only found if you have the combination of the yellow license plates with these kind of road lines. The only place it could be is in fact Israel, except I guess the one other thing to consider, they're going to look quite different, but Botswana is also going to have, they're going to have white front license plates, but yellow back, so it's not going to be that, because we see a yellow front license plate. So this one is going to have to be Israel. Again, we had the language, that one was kind of easy on that, but even if we didn't have the language, we would have gotten that. So there we go. Nice. Let's just go for another one. Okay. So immediately, this is just giving off vibes of Africa, right? So what is this? What is this? Okay, this one might actually be the first one we get wrong on this video. I'm not too confident in this. Can we tell what the license plate is? It isn't a yellow license plate. So if I believe Kenya and Uganda have yellow back license plates. I don't think this is Kenya and Uganda. Is this gonna be probably just Nigeria? But these don't look like Nigeria plates either. Because Nigeria usually has a green tint to the license plate. Maybe that's a green tint? Can't tell, really. I mean, this definitely looks like it could be Nigeria, though. Like, with the houses, everything else on this, I believe... Okay, where do we have the sun? Do we have the sun in here anywhere? Sun is to the south. Okay, yeah, I think we just go with Nigeria here. This isn't Ghana, is it? Does this say something? I don't know. I don't know if it's Ghana. I don't think this is Senegal. There's too much yellow, or too much orange soil for this to be Senegal, I think. So, I think we just try Nigeria and hope. Okay, nice, it was. There we go. So far, so good. We are on a country streak of 5 now. Okay, so this one, we got wooden poles combined with this kind of landscape. Looks a lot like the UK or Ireland. If this sign wasn't as blurred out, we could differentiate Ireland and the UK from this sign, but we can't. Because the way you can tell, I think the UK has like on the electricity, the warnings for the electricity poles, I think there's a guy getting electrocuted on the UK poles, but on the Ireland poles, it's just a lightning bolt, I think. I think that's the difference, but someone can correct me if I'm wrong, if I am wrong on that. I really don't know. But with this kind of houses, with white houses with these kind of roofs, this feels like, this definitely could be the UK, but it's feeling more like Ireland with this kind of architecture. Plus, it does help us a little bit that there's this Gen 2 camera coverage, which basically means Google Street View is covered in different camera generations. This one is Generation 2, which is like, if you see this wide circular blur, kind of this not great camera quality, but not terrible. If you see this wide circular blur, plus this kind of landscape, it's probably more likely to be Ireland, because I believe Ireland is mostly, Ireland is more Gen 2 camera than anything else. This definitely could be UK. Okay, it was Ireland. Nice. We're doing well. I'm happy with this so far. Okay, this one immediately, I'm gonna go Senegal here. The way I can tell that, first of all, the landscape, we got very, very dry, very desert. And then also you see this kind of pole top where you have the triangle, you have these little 3 things coming off of the pole. These are the pole tops that are very common in countries that were colonized by France, I believe. So Senegal is one of those countries, in fact. Senegal is the only country this could be, I believe. I don't think it could be anything else. I mean, there are other French-speaking countries in Africa, but there's very limited coverage because, like, the only countries that are covered in GeoGuessr are going to be, or I guess in the continent of Africa that have official Street View coverage. It's Tunisia, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda. Oh, I can't click on it. Rwanda, and then the southern African countries: Botswana, South Africa, Lesotho, and Eswatini. And then also Madagascar, very, very rarely. But this one should be Senegal, I believe, with that French pole top. So I think we're good to go here. Nice. We're at 7 countries now. This one, first thing I noticed, we got a stop sign that says Alto. That is a Spanish sign. So these signs that say Alto are going to be in any of the Spanish-speaking countries that aren't, because in Spain you will have a stop sign that says stop in English. In South America, it's going to say pare, P-A-R-E. Those are the signs in South America. And if you see Alto, it's going to be either Mexico, Guatemala, I think Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico might also have them, but I'm not positive on that. But this one, we do have a Guatemala flag, which is always nice. But even if we didn't have that flag, this is actually a pretty free one once you know this tip. If you see this Google car, if you see these 2 roof racks across the car, and also you see the side view mirrors, that combined with like Spanish language is going to mean that you are in Guatemala. So let's just go Guatemala here. Nice. This next one, what is this? Oh man, this one might be the end. I don't know if we're getting this. I really don't know on this. Okay, it says Cinnamon Garden. Sun is in the south-ish, as expected, which means we're going to be in the northern hemisphere. Okay, this is looking sort of European, kinda, but I am not confident in that. I think these license plates are really far away, but this looks like there might be a blue strip on the license plate. I'm also not positive on that. My first thought on this was actually going to be Russia. With the English language, I mean, that could just be the name of the place. It's very likely that this is just not an English-speaking country. Because this isn't gonna be somewhere in the US or Canada. This doesn't look anything like it. It doesn't look like any of the English-speaking countries I can think of, really. I mean, with this kind of statue, this feels more like Eastern Europe, I think, maybe. Oh no, I don't know. Okay, but with this, these people, I mean, yeah, they look like, I don't know. Just kidding, I can't really tell off the people. But I do know that Belarus has some of this trekker coverage where you're not on a road. This might be Belarus, because remember, I was thinking this looked like Russia or something. Okay, we only have 7 seconds left. I don't know if this is Belarus. I know it doesn't have very much coverage. We're just gonna guess and hope. Oh, it was Poland. Dang, alright. Well, that was a pretty good country streak. We got to 8 countries. But let's do another game and see how we can do. Okay, we got this language. This is gonna be somewhere in Scandinavia. We got this A with the little circle on top of it. That is, I believe, in Swedish, maybe in, I don't know if that's actually in many other places. I don't know. I can't remember if that's in Denmark too. Okay, this language, the A with the what is it called? The double dots is in, I don't even know. I don't know. But I think this is gonna be Sweden. Infart. Interesting place name. Okay. Tronvalen. Oh yeah, I don't know. Okay, we got the European strip on the license plate. The little blue strip on the left side of the plate. Doesn't say anything. No. Yeah, I mean, this looks like it's gonna be Swedish. This landscape fits with Sweden, too. I think we just go for it, but I don't think it's Finland. Okay, it was Sweden. Nice. Okay, this one, we're gonna go... Okay, we got these concrete roads. Got these yellow arrow signs. Is this a wood pole? No, this is a square pole. So I think the combination of these, I believe this is gonna be Thailand. Because if you have these concrete roads where you have the slabs of concrete on both sides of the road, these are gonna be most common in Philippines and Thailand. These yellow signs are also in Thailand. They might be in Philippines too, but I'm not positive on that. But then that combined with these square, it looks like a square pole. This should be Thailand. I'm pretty confident of that. I wouldn't say I'm too confident though. And also this sign, you see how this sign is set up for left-hand driving. So the person's driving on the left, come up and you see the sign on the left side of the road, which means that you're driving on the left side of the road. So that's how you can also differentiate this from the Philippines. If you might have, for some reason, thought this was the Philippines, you can tell that it's not, because Philippines drives on the right, and this country is left-hand driving. So this is going to be Thailand. Let's see. Should be. Okay, not surprising there. Happy with that. Okay, so this one right here is pretty interesting. Well, really not that interesting. I can tell you guys right now, this is pretty certainly going to be Ecuador. The way I can tell that is if you see this super, super terrible camera quality, looks like this, where it looks like there's almost a slight haze or blur over the whole camera. See how it kind of looks? It kind of looks off where the camera quality is really bad. In the GeoGuessr community, people will know this as the camera that is located in Ecuador, Cambodia, India, and very rarely Finland as well. So, yeah, but this one, I mean, with these palm trees, we don't have yellow plates, which I mean, I believe India is usually going to have yellow plates on a lot of vehicles. But this kind of landscape, these kind of trees, these kind of buildings, like this looks like very Spanish colonial architecture with the like pink tiled roofs, the white building. I mean, I think this should be Ecuador, because this isn't gonna be India. India usually has like tridents on top of the poles, like that trident shape. And also, Ecuador is also gonna have a lot of these round poles. I think this is gonna be Ecuador. Should be. Wow. Okay, I did not even think of Lebanon there. I did not know Lebanon could have that kind of camera. Okay, well, I just learned something new, so that is cool. I did not expect that at all. Okay. This is Japanese language. We have English too, which is kind of interesting. I mean, wait, is this not Japanese? Wait, is this Taiwan? Yeah, this is Taiwan, actually. This is not Japanese. You can tell because, yeah, you can tell because of the camera will have a wide blur in Japan. So the blur would go out much further on the screen, but in other countries, it's not going to go out like that. So, this one, this might actually be Hong Kong. Okay, now, I don't want to get two wrong in a row. So is this Hong Kong or is it Taiwan? I'm thinking with the English translations, we're probably going to be in Hong Kong here. Which for country streak purposes is going to count as China. Yep. Alright, it was in fact Hong Kong. Nice. Oh, failed to load panorama. Okay, here we go. This one is going to be Uganda. If you see this kind of blur with the side view mirrors combined with this white vehicle, lots of red soil, this is going to be 100% in. So, might as well just go for it. There we go. Okay, first thing I notice here is going to be, we have this white Google Street View car, which this specific car, there are other similar looking white cars, but this specific one I believe is unique to Chile. Although, this definitely could be somewhere other than Chile. I'm actually not confident on this. Okay, with a yellow plate, I think this is actually going to be Peru. It fits with the landscape. This kind of looks like that area in southern Peru, like kind of like near the lake, the big lake, Lake Titicaca. It's kind of down in this area. I think it's going to be in that area, but we only need the country. So yeah, it should be. And yeah, it was that region right next to the lake as well. So pretty happy with that. Nice, we're at 3 countries. Let's see what the next one is. Okay, we got sun in the north, which already eliminates so many places, chat. That's crazy. I don't know why I just said chat, because this isn't a live stream. This is just this is a video. But I guess I'm so used to saying chat. Anyways, with sun in the north, we could only be in Argentina, or we could be in most of South America, actually. We could be in Southern Africa, or we could be in Australia or New Zealand. Those are really the only countries we could be in. And with it being this dry, I mean, I think this is going to be somewhere in Southern or South America, I mean. So, Brazil is not going to look like this. Could it be Ecuador? Maybe, but I think Ecuador would more likely have that bad camera quality. But probably not Ecuador. Let's see. How about Peru? Peru was one thought I had. But are these salt flats? If these are salt flats, I can't tell if that's water or salt flats. If they're salt flats, I mean, my first thought was going to be this is in Bolivia, somewhere near the salt flats. Could this be Chile or Argentina? Yeah, I'm actually kind of leaning towards Bolivia here, but it could definitely be Argentina, I think. I think we go Bolivia here. Now, it was Argentina. All right. Well, I knew it was going to be one of the two. I just wasn't sure which. Okay, this one immediately is going to be Netherlands, because you get these red bike lanes with these white dashed lines combined with a yellow license plate. And on top of that, you just have this kind of architecture. Red brick buildings, black roofs. All that combined together should mean this is Netherlands. Pretty much guaranteed. Nice. Okay, this next one, we got yellow road line. We got square poles. These kind of square poles with holes going up them are almost always found in either Thailand or Laos. This one should be Thailand with a thick yellow middle line that's almost like this orange color. And the language, I mean, the language in Laos and Thailand both look very similar. But I believe this is going to be Thailand because it's way more popular in GeoGuessr. Plus, okay, we are driving on the left side of the road too. Or I guess he's riding a bike, so I don't know if we can take that into consideration or not. But usually in Laos, you're gonna have roof racks on the Google Street View car too. Almost everywhere in Laos except for the capital city of Vientiane. So I think we should just go Thailand here. Should be, yep. Okay. Let's try to get a few more countries, hopefully. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna get this one, actually. This is tough. Okay, we got a rice plantation. We got... I'm really not too sure on this. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, I mean, this kind of architecture is very popular in Southeast Asia. No, I don't think this is... I was gonna say it could be South America, but I don't think it's gonna be South America, considering we have the rice fields. Because rice is very much more common in Asia. Any clue from the outfit she's wearing? I don't know. I really don't know. Lots of palm trees, kind of making me think we might be in, like, southern Philippines. But this could very well be... This could very well be, like, Indonesia or Malaysia. I'm kind of leaning towards Philippines for some reason. I think it's just because we have so many palm trees. With the rice too. I mean, the rice could be grown anywhere, but I think this is Philippines, but it's kind of a 50-50. It might be Indonesia, it might be Malaysia. I don't think it's Malaysia though. I think it's probably between Indonesia and Philippines. I think we just go Philippines. Oh, it was Indonesia. 2 in a row. Wait, was that 2 in a row where I think I was between 2 countries and I picked the wrong one? Okay, this one, Bandung is a city in Indonesia, so this is going to be pretty easy here. We got the red and white flag. Very common in Indonesia. That is the official flag of Indonesia as well. And then we got .id, also a good clue for Indonesia. Let's see. I mean, Bandung is enough of a clue. If you see that, you're going to be in Bandung, Indonesia, almost guaranteed. And lots of motorcycles, very common in Indonesia as well. So I think we just go for Indonesia here. 2 Indonesias in a row. Yeah, and look, there we go. It was, in fact, in Bandung. Alright. Let's try to... I think this will be our last streak game of the video. So it looks like we might be ending right off here, because I'm really not too confident on this. Okay, I mean, this is going to be given European vibes, especially if you see one of these antennas on the car. That is going to be most common, mostly seen in Europe. Very forested. How forested this is, I have a few places in mind, mostly in Central Europe. So I'm thinking this is going to be either Poland, Czech, Slovakia, Hungary, Slovenia, maybe Croatia even. This is a really tough round because we don't have any polls, we don't have language, we don't have license plates. We have this kind of red rock, which kind of reminds me of Greece almost. With this light colored road, that might actually make sense with this being Greece. But this could be so many places. Like, this is actually just an unlucky location. So yeah, I think this is gonna be... Yeah, I don't know. With this much forest, I don't think these forests would be seen in Greece. So maybe this is like Croatia, especially with these really light colored roads. Those are common the closer you get to Greece. So like North Macedonia, Serbia, I think Croatia, Slovenia, Albania sometimes. But yeah, I don't think this isn't gonna be in North Macedonia or Serbia, because both of those are going to have no antenna on the Street View car most of the time. I think we go Croatia or Slovenia here. It was Slovenia. Wow. All right. There we go. Well, unfortunately, at least we called it was one of those 2 countries. But yeah, that was fun. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment letting me know if you learned something from this video. If not, hopefully you had fun watching anyway. But yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.